stylus finger, the middle finger, the ring finger and little finger. Let it travel down into the palm, the wrist, into the forearms, into the elbows, the biceps and the shoulders. Give your knees a bend. Let lovely vibration travel up. And we're going to take the hands up through the midline of the body and shake up above the crown of the head. And then pause and breathe in and let the sternum lift, reach up with the length happening up in your spine. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let your shoulders just relax for a second. Breathe in once more, reaching up. And then let both arms descend down as you breathe out. Lean your weight over into your left foot. Pop your hands on your hips if you wish. And just begin to circle your toes around a few times, using your core muscles to help steady you. And do change your directions when you feel ready. And then give your toes a scrunch up and a stretch. And then just pop in the tips of the toes down and have a stretch through the top of the foot. And explore the range of the ankle. Pop your core muscles on once more, give your foot a shake out. Feel that lovely vibration coming through your toes. It's the ball of the foot into the arch, into the heel, into the calf muscle, and up into your knee. Into the quad and the hip. So the whole of the leg becomes loose and relaxed. When any tension to just be released and dissolved. And then pop your foot down. Take your weight over into your left foot, lift your right foot, circle your toes. Directions change as you feel ready. Scrunching up those toes, stretching them out. Give your foot a shake. Toes, the arch, the heel, the calf muscle. Coming up into the quad. And then allowing the leg to go loose and relaxed. Place your foot back down. And there we go. Have a whole body shake, have a little dance. Everything come into alignment. Sit really loosen up. And then come back to standing. Put your hands on your hips. Circle your hips a few times. Just up those hips. So I had the pleasure of teaching Dru yoga for 4.5 hours yesterday. So I'm covering a class from January in Drumfield, so it's not too far. And the classes are 1.5 hours long. And I went to do a sample for them yesterday. So 3 hours in the morning and then my own class in the evening last night. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was just off with the fairies by last night. I slept so well. And then just make yourself come back to standing. And we're going to do some shoulder rolling. So let your knees be nice and soft. Roll your shoulders forwards. So you feel a nice stretch through the back and then roll the shoulders back. So you've got a nice stretch through the pecs. Rolling forwards and rolling back. And we'll just do that a couple more times. Get a nice twist into the arms as well. That's it. And then just one more. Take them back and then let your arms just relax, and we'll just begin our lovely circling back. Well, there's something quite magical about the first time you teach Dru to a class who've never experienced it before. There's a certain look that people get on their faces. Like, oh, that was lovely. I felt like I was giving them a lovely gift for Christmas. It was nice. Let your circles become bigger. Let your hips flow with it as well. And then lifting your elbows. Feel that space in the ribs. Space in the side of the body. And then just let the arms flow through and underneath. And we're going to change our through movement into a figure of 8, into a nice infinity symbol. And this morning, I'm going to invite you to take it wherever you want to go this morning. And close your eyes and visualize that you've got an orb of light between your palms. And that orb of light just moves, creates these beautiful pathways of energy, of relaxation, and stretching out any parts of your body, your spine, your neck. Just let it go wherever you feel like you want to move this morning. It's the season of the heart, isn't it? It's all about giving, being kind, recognizing that we all need each other in our lives and supporting each other. And this movement really helps to free up that heart energy. It clears those nadis, those pathways flowing towards and away from the heart. Feeling a quality of joyfulness, peace. Knees bend, just moving in a way that's perfect for you today. And then just begin to step your feet a bit closer together. Bring your figure of 8 down so it's at level of the hips. And then we're going to change it into a nice free movement. So you just turn in your hips. As you turn your hips, the coccyx moves, and that beautiful movement flows from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head. And this is such a beautiful movement. It frees up energy for the practice. Relieves any stiffness in the spine. And you can just start letting the arms lift up, and that brings awareness into the spine. Hands come up, so the opposite hand's giving your shoulder a little tap. And then take your arms, when you're ready, up into the space above. Really nice warm air up here. And that sense of a feeling of freedom and openness. Arms come back down. Lift your heels. As you lift your heels, lift your sternum as well. So we've got length in the spine, space. Arms come up again. into the space above. The arms just come back down. Notice how different they feel after that movement. It's like the air just releases any tension. And then we're going to give the knees a little bend. We're getting the heart rate moving, in the blood moving through the body. Whoa, steady. And then come back to standing, let your arms stop moving. Circle the hips around again. From your circles, let it become a nice figure of 8. Direction again. So come back to start. Do a few figure of 8s into the wrists. Change your directions again. A few nice little twists through the arms. Bring your feet to hip distance, close your eyes. Your at your sternum lift and just arrive into that beautiful mountain pose. So let the awareness come down to the feet, give your toes a wriggle, the ground underneath, that earth supporting you. Let the awareness rise up into your ankles and knees. Gently engaging the muscles at the base of the body, the pelvic floor. Breathe in, allow the sternum to lift. Noticing the expanding nature of the breath. Allowing it to fill the lungs. And a gentle feeling of relaxation as you breathe out. With the next in breath, allow your shoulders just to glide up towards your ears and circle your shoulders back. And just feel the body arriving into its most comfortable posture, that Tadasana, that mountain pose. And the crown of the head rises a little bit more. There's a lovely softness, a gentleness. Do a few nice standing stretches. Let your hands, backs of the hands quite close in front and reach up. Let the sternum lift as you rise up. And then just fold forwards. Keep your hands in close to your body and come down as far as what's good for you. And then bending your knees and rising back up, stacking one vertebra at a time. Breathing in as you come up. Let shoulders relax. Breathe out, flowing down. Breathe in. So each time you rise up, let that in-breath be received. And as you flow forward and down, just allowing that exhalation to happen. Relaxation on the exhalation. Knees bend, and you've got that flow, that stacking of each vertebra as you rise. Now this time you come down into your forward bend. Just take a moment to pause. You can let your knees bend. Allow the crown of the head just to hang loose over the ground. And then take your hands and place the backs of the hands down. And then allow the middle fingers just to touch. And then all we're going to do is breathe in, start to stand up, but let your arms go out to the side as if something big is expanding in front of you. So arms go out to the side. That's it, they come to shoulder level. And then turn your palms up and just breathe out a little bit more. And then breathe in as your arms lift up overhead. Lovely in breath. And then flow down, breathe out as you come down. And then we're going to do the same again. So knees bend, backs of the hands down. Breathe in. As you lift up, arms go out to the side. So breathe out as you extend the arms. And then breathe in as you lift them. Breathe out, flow down. And this has got a lovely quality again of expanding, of receiving. Breathe in as you lift up, arms out to the side. Breathe out, just extend them a tiny bit more. And then breathe in, lifting up. We're just going to do it one more time. So soft exhalation, flowing down. Knees bend, backs of the hands down. Breathe in. Arms come up to shoulder height. Breathe out, slight extension. Breathe in. This time pause with your hands up overhead. Let your shoulders relax and just close your eyes for a moment. And you can visualize that light is pouring down through your hands, through your arms, and it's flowing down into your heart. And as you breathe in and out, that light expands through those nadis, through those energy pathways. And it's the season of light. Bringing light into each other's lives, friends and family. Let your palms come together, hands come down in front of your heart. Roll in your last three fingers and cover them with your thumbs. So you've got your index fingers. I call it light switch pose. Or Brahma Mudra. I'm going to cross the arms over in front. Have your right arm in front of your left. That's it. And what we're going to do is you are going to step out to the right, open up your arms. You've got this beautiful open, expanded star shape. And then you're going to fold forward from the hips, let your knees bend, and then the fingers are going to point up towards the sky. Get a stretch through your hamstrings as well. Then point the fingers back down towards the ground. Bend your knees, sweep the arms up. And then you're going to bring your right heel and place your right heel against your ankle. So get your core muscles on. And we just hold for a second. And it's like two antennas drawing towards you, whatever could be of benefit for your life. And then you're going to bring your foot down. Place your sole of your foot down. Cross your arms over. So left arm crosses in front of right this time. And then this time we're going to breathe in as we step out. So you're going to breathe in, open out. Nice big breath. Breathe out, sink down. Exhale. Fingers point down. And you're going to breathe in, sweep the arms up. Whoops, say left heel goes towards your right ankle. That's it. Got too much power this morning. And then let your left foot come down, right hand crosses in front of left. That's it. So breathe in, open out. Breathe out, sweep down. Breathe in, let the hands lift up, back up above the head. Bring your right heel towards your ankle. Glutes strong, core muscles on little balance. And then left arm crosses in front of right as your foot comes down. This time you're going to breathe in. And we're going to add in an affirmation. Affirmation is, I have all the inner resources I need to achieve my goals. I have all the inner resources I need to achieve my goals. And then we're going to sweep down, arms lift up behind. And the affirmation here is, I trust in the abundant universe. I trust in the abundant universe. And then we're going to lift up, so fingers point down, ready to raise them up above. Left heel comes to right ankle. I have all the inner resources I need to achieve my goals. You can say it out loud, or you can say it internally, or you can just listen to me. That heel of the foot down, right arm crosses in front of left. We're going to step out to the right, breathe in. I have all the inner resources I need to achieve my goals. Sweeping down, I trust in the abundant universe. Lifting up, right heel comes to left ankle. All the inner resources I need to achieve my goals. Right heel comes down, left arm in front. Big breath in. Expanding into that beautiful star shape. Sweeping down. This point up. Just going to do it a couple more times on each side. Heel down one more time out to the right. All the inner resources I need to achieve my goals. Trust in the abundant universe. And then this time, we're going to pause with the arms up overhead. We're going to release the mudra so palms are stretched out wide. And then we're going to create what's called the prana mudra. So to do that, you're going to bring in your last two fingers and so it's a little bit, so you've got your index and your middle finger. That's it. And all we're going to do is come down into a forward bend. And this is called transcending through the 5 pranas. Pranas, not piranhas. And then we just flow down into a forward bend. And we're going to come down, we're going to anchor all those intentions, those dreams, whatever you want to request. Just place your fingertips down onto the earth. You can have your knees bent, let your head, neck and shoulders relax. And this is all about just letting go and trusting. I trust. You trust yourself, you trust your friends, your family. You let go. And we're going to slowly stand up. We're going to lift. It's as though you're lifting something quite heavy up from the ground. You're pulling it up, and the hands are just going to pause. Take a moment to relax just in front of you, your abdomen. So solar plexus center, this is the area where things become manifested. You're going to turn the hands so the right hand is on top and the left hand is on the bottom. And this moves with the breath. We're going to breathe in. And as you breathe in, just let the legs straighten a tiny bit. Let your top hand lift up and your bottom hand goes down a bit. And then all we're going to do is sink into the knees and rotate the arms around. So your left hand arrives on top and your right hand is on the bottom. Then you're going to breathe in, straighten the legs again. Breathe out and rotate the hands the other way. So it's like you're squashing something down, you're condensing something. Breathing in, lifting, expanding. Rotate the arms around, left hand on top. Breathing in. Breathe out. And we're just expanding this ball of energy. It could be like that orb of light we spoke about. All of space. And then have a play around with it. See what works for you. If you want to do it, if it works slightly differently for you, you can move your hands around and just play with that ball of energy, that ball of manifestation. Moving it with your breath. affirmation here. I like the affirmation is I manifest. To manifest whatever you is of benefit to you, to the people around you, friends, your family. And what we're going to do is just bring the hands down so we're cradling it underneath. And then you're going to breathe in, lift it up to your heart. And then breathe out, soften your knees, and just send your hands away. Breathing in, drawing the palms in. Breathe out, send hands away. And you've got that gorgeous ripple moving from the base of the spine. Openness in the chest, the ribs. You've got this quality of the breath. And drawing in towards your heart. Opening, clearing the lungs. On the out breath, you're releasing anything you don't need. In the center of your chest, visualize a ball of light. And as you send your hands forward, that light extends forward. So you're creating a pathway of light. And we're going to begin to create our Dru star. And Dru, the word Dru, it comes from the Sanskrit language, from a term called Daruva Akash. And when we practice our Dru yoga, quite often we feel this sense of stillness, of quietness in the mind and in the body. And we call it the Dru point. And the North Star is also called the Dru star because that's the fixed point in our solar system. So we're going to create our own Dru star this morning. So just sending the hands forward one more time. Breathing in, drawing the hands in. So we've got light coming from the center of the chest. This time the arms are going to go out to the sides. Extending, reaching through, and then breathe in, drawing the hands in. Breathe out, let your arms extend out. So we're sending that light from the heart center and we're creating this beautiful shape. Expanding that heart power and using visualization of light. Breathing back to the heart. Now this time we're going to turn the hips around to the right and your right arm's going to go behind and your left hand goes in front. Got a lovely stretch through the pecs, through the chest. And then breathe in back to the heart, let your hips come back to the front and twist all the way the other way, breathe out. Creating this star shape back into the front and breathe out to the right. Extending that light out in 3 dimensions. Right. Back towards the front. Now this time your right arm's going to go up and your left arm is going to go down. So we've got a diagonal happening. And then back through the middle, back to the heart. Breathe out, left arm goes up, right arm goes down. And your palm faces down towards the ground and your palm faces up. So you've got a nice stretch through the arms. Back towards the heart. In breath, exhalation. So as well as being a physical movement, we've also got pranayama happening here. Science of the breath. When we slow the breath and bring awareness to it, it creates an environment of calm and peacefulness so we can relax, get a clear mind. Focus. Okay. Just do one more on each side. Let your hands just come back in front of your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and just visualize that gorgeous star shape of light beginning in the center of your body in the chest and extending out. Awareness coming towards your breath. Let your fingertips come together. You just press in the very tips of the fingers together and have your thumb pointing in towards your heart. And we're going to end this Dru start energization sequence with a mudra. And this is a mudra of harmony, balance, tolerance and patience, acceptance, which is all the qualities that help us to become the best versions of ourselves. So just focus in there, breathing. Let's be it out. Let the fingers just press together, let your palms come together and end in that Anjali mudra. Bring together both sides of the body. And after that powerful energy work, you might just want to experience the feeling in your hands and your arms for a moment. I'm going to invite you to come down and have a little rest. So we're going to come down onto tummies into crocodile pose, which is a great, powerful tool for resetting the body's energy. So separate your heels. Have your insides of your feet down, toes pointing out. One arm on top of the other, forehead rests onto your arms. Just take a few moments to breathe down here. Spending a few moments in Makrasana can be like taking a walk. It can be like having a couple of hours sleep. It restores and resets the body's energy system. It takes the pressure from the spine. It also allows all the muscles in the body to take that rest. Just become aware, first of all, of the whole of your body. Your feet, your legs, your knees, thighs, hips, pelvis. And then begin to gently press the navel down towards the mat. You breathe in and out. And as you breathe in, just add a little bit of extra into that inhalation so you feel a gentle pressure against the ground. And when we do this, it massages the organs. Breathe in. Noticing that breath now as it expands up into the chest, into your shoulders, and your arms. And down into your feet. And just begin to bring your heels closer together. And then check your hips feel relaxed in your legs. And you're going to slide your hands further apart so the thumbs are at eye level and your forehead's resting down on the mat. And breathe out. We're going to rise up into Ardha Bhujanasana in the Sphinx pose. So just gently engaging pelvic floor, but keep the glutes relaxed. And as you breathe in, feel a ripple of energy, of awareness through your spine. Let your torso lift up off the mat and bring your elbows. So your elbows arrive underneath your shoulders. Your forearms are down and you separate your fingers. Lifting the chin so it's parallel to the floor. And just arriving into your beautiful regal Sphinx pose. And this allows a compression into the lumbar part of the spine. Once you arrive into this shape, get your breath so it's nice, steady, even breaths. And then pressing the fingertips down in the forearms and feel as though a silvery thread is attached to the sternum, and that thread is just bringing you forwards, and that adds the extra compression into the lumbar. If you experience any pain, just relax here, don't push too much. And then let the weight of your head just drop down so it stretches out the neck. And then letting your head lift back up again. And begin to turn your head so you're looking over your right shoulder. And then bringing the head towards the middle. And look over your left shoulder. And repeat that a couple more times. Turning the head. Breathing back to the middle. Breathe out to the left. Into the midpoint. Breathing out to the right. And then we're going to come down from this beautiful Sphinx pose. Just let your chin come down towards your chest. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, let the torso come back down. And then we're going to go into the pose of a child. So press down into your palms. Bring your hips back towards your heels. And have your arms just stretched out in front for a moment or two with your forehead down. Then taking your arms for a walk, just to one side. So we create a lovely crescent moon shape. And once you arrive into that shape, just observe that stretch down through the side of the body. And as you breathe out into it, relax into it. And then walk your hands all the way the other way. And then come back to the midpoint. Take both hands back by your ankles, palms facing up, and tuck your head in. Taking a few moments just to rest in your pindasana, your pose of a child. Slide your hands forward, so stretch out, slide forwards. And what we're going to do is we're going to rise up to hands and knees. And so I don't know if you can adjust your camera, can you adjust your camera so I can see you as well? I forgot to say before. So as you adjust your cameras, so I probably mentioned this last year, but I find it quite exciting. Did you know it's the mother reindeer who leads the herd? You know, in the great herds of reindeers out in the Norway, and it's the mother reindeer who leads the herd. It's not the male reindeer, and it just reminds us how amazing we are as women. That we are amazing leaders. So we're going to become the mother reindeer this morning. We're going to begin by just drawing tummy button up towards the spine and arching your back and letting your head just hang loose. And then allow that awareness to come down to the base of the spine. Feel the flow of energy travel along and let your head come up last of all. Really enjoying these movements, enjoying each one of those vertebrae and noticing how important every single vertebra in your spine is. And then just beginning to flow with the breath. As you breathe out, you're arching your back. And as you breathe in, that flow moves down through each vertebra and your head looks up. And you can invite that light we worked with to move through your spine, clearing, strengthening. It's also strengthening your arms, your wrists, your fingers. And then allow the body to come back to steadiness. And it's really important as human beings that we move in a way that is true to ourselves. So I'm going to invite you now to just move in a way that's perfect for you. To just move your hips, move your shoulders, and allow yourself to just do what feels good. It's so important to move and to feel good. Stretching out all muscles. And then come down and have a little rest. So just come down, just give your wrists a rest. And then separating your fingers, pop your core muscles on, rise back up. And come back onto your hands and knees. And then let your head look behind. So you're looking back towards your left hip. And as we do this, this reminds us that it's important to learn from the past. As you look behind, remember all the things that you've learned, and it helps you to grow and to evolve. Also gives you a lovely stretch down through the side of the body. Back to neutral. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. Pop your core muscles on and lift your right knee up and bring your right knee in towards your nose. And then you're going to stretch that leg back using the strength of your glute. And just let that leg stretch back. Feel the strength and power in the glute. Strengthen your hips. Breathe out, bring that knee back underneath. Breathe in, straighten that leg back. And this pose gives us determination and strength. Traditionally called the tiger pose, but today it's called the strong reindeer. Flow in with that pose, and we're just going to do one more. Take that leg back. And then check that you feel really balanced. And then core muscles are on, and you're just going to lift your left arm, so you're flying. So one knee down, one arm down, that's it, perfect. Focus. And then bringing both limbs down, place them back down onto the mat. And then we're going to take a little rest in between. So it's always important to rest. So come back down. You can bring your hands back by your ankles for a moment or two. And it reminds us again that it's so important to take rest in between. And then we've got our vitality, our energy to do the things that we need to do. And then sliding your arms forward once more, rising back up. And then this time you're going to lift your left knee towards your left nose. And then straighten that leg back, stretching it out. Lifting that knee underneath again, arching your back, core muscles are on. Breathe in, finding that strength, stability. And then just one more. So get yourself nicely balanced and lift up the opposite arms and coming into that lovely flying balance. So perfect. Amazing concentration and focus. And then bringing both limbs down. And then this time, bring your toes together, separate your knees out, and come down into it's a wide knee, so it's like a frog pose. And you can make two fists, so your knees are separated. You can make two fists, place your forehead onto your fists, or you can have your head down, and it stretches out the groin muscles. Press down into your palms, bring your knees back together. I've just got one more thing on the wrists. So we're going to become downward facing reindeer now. Tuck your toes underneath. Now this pose is optional, but it is quite nice and it opens the hips. So lift up, bring your belly towards your thighs and lift up into downward facing dog. Downward facing reindeer. And then begin to give your feet, just walking your feet on the mat, balls of the feet. So you're stretching out those lovely hamstrings. Head relaxed between your arms. And then step your feet out to the sides. You've got an invisible thread attached to the base, to the coccyx, and let that thread draw you up so you've got a nice stretch through your back. Lovely. Walk your feet back together. Come back down for a second, give your wrists a rest. You can place your backs of the hands up if you want to. There we go. And then we're going to rise back up, and this time we're going to take flight. So come back up onto your hands, your knees, tuck your toes underneath, lift up a couple of centimetres, belly towards the thighs, and come up, give your feet a little walk, and then draw your left knee towards your nose. You're going to lift your leg up, and then bend your knee, and just let your leg go out to the side so it opens up your hip. So it goes like this. Nice stretch down through the hip. That's it, it's going back over the body. And then bring it back down, pop your foot down. And do the same on the other side. So knee comes in, lift it up, bend your knee, and then just let the weight of the foot, the leg, draw it over. And it's just a really gentle stretch into the hip. And then bring it back down. And then that's the end of those downward reindeers. It's a stretch that we've not done before, and I feel like it's a lovely stretch for the hip. That's it, yeah. End of the wrist stuff now. Give the wrists a rub. Oh, it's laying down time. So come onto your backs. We're going to do a little bit of hip for the hips, and then we're going to do my version of today's Christmas tree, which is legs up the wall, by the way. So just come onto your backs, get your blankets and things nearby. Rock from side to side. Taking your knees around. Slide your left leg away. Press your right knee down towards your thigh as you breathe out. Sorry, down towards your chest. Press the back of the left thigh down towards the mat. And then let your knee relax. Bring your foot over onto your knee. Left hand onto your knee, right hand onto the mat. And just come down into that lovely twist. Your head turned towards the right as you relax down. And then rolling back onto your back. Straighten up your hips. Slide your right leg away. Bring your left knee in. And press your left knee down towards your chest as you press the back of the right thigh down towards the mat. As you breathe out, those muscles will lengthen, that psoas muscle. Bringing your foot over, placing your foot onto your knee. Opposite hand onto the knee, left arm out to the side, and then go down into that lovely rotation. Let your head turn, so you're looking towards the left, and relax. Roll yourself back onto your back. Let both knees come in for a second. Have a little rock from side to side. Circle the knees. And then, depending on where your wall is, move yourself over towards the wall. And then you want to bring your hips up, so your hips are side by side to the wall, and then swivel around and lift your legs up. And then, I'll wait till you're with me. And then you're going to bring your arms down, let your arms spread out to the side. And this is my version of a Christmas tree today. It's very abstract. I'm just going to relax down there and breathe in and out. And the belly is filled with oxygen, with breath. And your feet are like the top of the Christmas tree, and your arms out to the side for the branches. And in your mind's eye, you can visualize that beautiful shape of the tree. Body relax, relax, relax. Stay here for a few breaths. Taking those deep, nourishing breaths, feeling the lungs, that space. Space in the chest, space in the belly. And then starting to make that preparation for coming down. Just making that preparation mentally, just preparing yourself. And in a moment, just let your knees bend and let your knees come down towards your chest, and then you're just going to roll to one side. And take your time. Just take a moment on one side. And then visualize yourself moving to your mat, laying down, getting your blankets and cushions, and getting yourself ready for a lovely Shavasana, well deserved. Socks in your blankets, your cushions. Lay down. Feeling down into the ground. Stretching the legs away from the body, stretching the arms away from the body. Just wiggling your toes and stretching your fingers. take a nice, long, deep, nourishing breath in. And as you breathe out, relax the toes, relax the fingers. And then circling your feet around so you feel the ankles relax and you feel it all the way up into your legs. Circling the feet around. And go one way a couple of times and then go the other way. And then let the feet relax. Allow your awareness to rise up into your legs. And just gently tightening both of the quads, those strong thigh muscles. And take a breath in as you tighten them. And then breathe out and soften. In now and squeeze into both of the glutes. And feel the hips lift from the mat. And then breathe out and just soften both of the glutes and relax. Taking a big deep breath down now and allow that breath to move all the way down into the diaphragm and down into the belly. And breathe out and soften. Now with your next in-breath, let that breath travel all the way down into your ribs and expand the ribs. And breathe out and let go. Rolling your thumbs in towards your palms, wrap your fingers around your thumbs and just gently tighten all the muscles in the arms and then lift them off the mat a couple of centimetres. Breathe out and let them rest back down onto the mat. Stretch your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel the chest lift, back arches. And as you breathe out, let your shoulders relax down. Turn your head to the left side and the right side. And then let your head come back to the middle. Scrunch up your eyes, your forehead, move the jaw. Soften your arms, soften your forehead. And then just again, observe the breath. In, filling up, and breathing out, letting it go. And having a moment where you just scan down through your body, invite any part of the body, the physical body, to relax. I'm going to use the visualization of the light of a candle. In your mind's eye, just allow yourself to see a beautiful, sparkling, twinkling candle. And see the flame of the candle and the light it emits. And it's a beautiful, soft light, it's nourishing, and it makes you feel cozy, and it's got that lovely feeling. When you light a candle, it's just makes us feel at home and comforted. Just invite that feeling of comfort, of softness, of warmth, and that light to moving through the soles of the feet and invite it to travel. Breathing it through you, breathing it through the toes, the ball of the foot, the arch, the heel. And letting it rise up into your shin and your calf, like a beautiful nurturing feeling. And breathe it out. Allow it now to come into the calf and the shin, to your knee, and up into the strong muscles and bones in the legs. And breathe it out. The legs feel relaxed, supported. Feel it now in your knees, in your hips, your pelvis, the different joints of the body. The tissues, the cells. Now at the base of the spine, into the belly. Breathing it into your body, filling you up. As you breathe out, the body feels relaxed, feels supported, looked after. Now you feel it in your chest, in your neck, your throat, chin, jaw. Just softening the jaw. That beautiful hue of the candle, that soft light fills the body. And it softens the face, travels all the way up to the crown of the head. And allow your awareness just to return back to the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. So I invite you now to spend a few moments of deep rest here. So rest in this place of peace and stillness. We're going to begin to reawaken the body now. And just allow that reawakening to begin at the crown of the head. And in your mind's eye, see first rays of a sunrise, winter sunshine. We've had some beautiful skies recently. And see the colours, red and orange, brightness of a new day. Beautiful golden yellow colour. And breathe it in and breathe it down through your body, down into every cell, every tissue. That brightness fills your body and it fills you with vitality, fresh energy. Allow it to travel down and reawaken the eyes, the smile. Breathing it through you and down into your heart and into your lungs, down into your arms, your hands, your fingers. Start to move your fingers. And this river of light travels quite rapidly down into the base of the spine, into the hips, into the different energy centers and organs within your body, rebalancing the different systems. Down it goes into your legs, into your knees, into your feet, and then into your toes. And just taking a moment now to have a stretch and just start to begin that process of reawakening, moving in a way that's perfect for you today. Stretching out the body, moving, rolling, maybe taking yourself onto one side. And then make your way, come back to a nice seated position. Keep your eyes closed. Really look after yourself. And hands come together, rubbing your hands together. Hands come together. Place your nice warm palms over your eyes. Open your eyes up into your palms. Separate your fingers. Give your forehead a tap. Your eyebrows and your cheeks and your jaw. Your head. Give yourself a dust off. Nice big hug. And then just end by taking your palms up overhead, let your palms connect. Hands come to your heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be at peace. Today, I hope you enjoyed my lovely class. My little stories of mother reindeers and all sorts of things. I'll see you next year. We're back on it'll be the 9th of January for this class, I think. So have a lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year. And thank you for being part of my class. I love it. And I'll see you. Have a lovely Christmas and I'll see you next year.
Thank you, Kelly. It was beautiful. Lovely class. Thanks very much. Happy Christmas.
Yes, thank you, Kelly. Sort of a magical end to the year. Thank you. And happy Christmas, everybody.
Yes.
See you soon.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah.
Take
Thanks,
care.
Kelly. Thanks for looking after us all this year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure,
Thank you.
Joanne.
Yeah, thank you.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Good rest.
Oh, yeah.